Hi, welcome to the artist lecture for Set 3. Um, this is one of your larger studio sets, so there'll be two studio actions, and they're worth 50 points each. So they're a little bit more time spent on them, a little bit more process with them. So previously we're like, oh, we're making marks, we're thinking about that. Now we're creating something with a little bit more substance. We're thinking about the elements that we're bringing together. Synetics, bringing forth together. So we're really doing synetics here. So you have set 120, which is antithesis as a fantasy stimulus. Say that 5 times fast. The concept is combining opposite or antithetical images stimulates surreal imagery. So we're thinking about opposites. Remember when we talked about earlier, probably in that first lecture, that when we create things, people like things that don't go together. Remember my question, who likes unlikely animal pairings? Everyone does because it's adorable because they don't belong. This is exactly, we're unlikely animal pairings, but we're even pushing it further past that. You have to keep pushing. So you're creating a design inspired by the following antithetical themes, such as opposite qualities. So maybe you're thinking more about design elements. So curved versus straight, twisted, straight, continuous, discontinuous, geometric, organic, etc., etc. Opposite life forms, human, animal, vegetable, animal, young, old, living, dead. Opposite realities, organic, inorganic, human, machine, real, surreal, rational, irrational. Time frames, now, then, now, tomorrow, yesterday, today, tomorrow. Sensory, smooth, prickly, hard, soft. Order, chaos. So there's so many different things, and we're looking at contradict, fantasize, and combine for trigger mechanisms. We are allowed to use images off the internet. That's why we had this appropriation demo. This will definitely help. Really want you to push it. This is a larger studio action. Don't just be like, oh, I got cat, dog, I'm going to make cat, dog together. You can't do that. So we have this collage work and some standard collage work. We have space and sort of this retro vacation imagery. Everything seems very seamless. So again, this is done, I believe, by hand. But if this was digitally done, you'd want to kind of get those edges nice and smooth. But this is sort of space, earth, or space. Again, same sort of theme, but twisted a bit. Think about, we have the use of line leading us in to the shape that's kind of organic. We don't know what's going on. We think about the contrast between the color and this light and dark, and how we're using the whole space with these dots to kind of generate visual interest. Another one, so we've got war and peace, I guess. So this very surreal, real surreal, but reality, everyone glued to their phones. This actually has a social commentary aspect, which is really nice. Prickly balloon. Nancy Fouts, we look at her stuff a little later on as well. It's very surreal. We've got these like painterly things that make art, things that are naturally made. So this is a little bit more abstract. Now, we don't have as many artist lecture options because you are doing artist inspiration, and everyone's posting their own work on Canvas for inspiration. So you'll be doing part of the load, but we'll have many student options. These are student works. So you have human, animal. We've got these things kind of keep the background visually interesting. It's not just solid, kind of a little twilighty, nighttimey. So we got human and machine. Think about blending layers. Human and space. It's a nice concave. So we've got kind of a couple things. We've got sort of handmade animation, and then this real life photograph, but also this, what's happening in here is related to this. space and underwater, where these things are interacting. Small and big. Sort of, kind of a couple things. We've got this upside down realities. We kind of get this vintagey effect going on. Space reflection, space kind of reventing it into some sort of natural world. Again, sort of really playing with opposite sort of realities. We had this sculpture, but on a planet. It's large. Even thinking about femininity and womanhood. So 1.21 is a little bit more, it's kind of in the same vein, but a little bit more strict. So this is designed from wordplay. So disparate word combinations can be used to stimulate visual imagery. So we got combine, fantasize, trigger. Combine 2 or more different words to jumpstart your imagination. Randomly select 2 words, an adverb and a noun from this list. So one's an adverb list and one's a noun list. You must stick to this list, and there will be a posting to help randomly generate these words as well. So you could have broken rainbow, ignited target, something really odd, and these only using words to create this imagery. This is a creative process that can be really fun, and you really need to push it. Don't just put a filter effect on a banana and say, oh, it's a melted banana. What does a melted banana look like? Is it like an ice cream where it's kind of melting all over, different parts are melting it? Is it melting through a grate? You have to push it past that initial thought process. If you just do a filter effect on a banana that's kind of melty looking, that's not going to be worth full points. You didn't push it. Take your original idea and take it to something else. So again, these are a little bit more abstract, so keep this in mind. So we've kind of got this physicality of this partied ice cream. So these are kind of sculptural photographs. Soft sculpture, so soft, hard, Klaus Oldenburg, really kind of pushing the surreality of sculpture. Again, it's harder to find examples for these, but these might be inspiration. But remember, you're going to find your own artist for inspiration. Growing eye, maybe. Student work. So I believe this was a webbed diary. Shattered heart. Convenient for this time of year. Caged heart. I don't know what this one was. I think this might have been like ignited tree. Again, some of these I don't have exactly what they're supposed to be, so keep that in mind. Oh, I think this is supposed to be like haunted shadow or something. But these are a few examples. Now, definitely have fun. You're going to spend a lot more time on these two. But it's going to be kind of surreal. Keep it odd. Keep it funky. You're going to post artists for inspiration on Canvas. So we're going to get on that. Have a good time with it. Keep it open. Push past your initial response. Definitely spend time posting within Canvas. You're in progress. So you can ask, hey, how is this going? I had this idea. How does this work? And I or your peers can help you with your project. And I look forward to seeing what you guys put together. Enjoy.